Hey guys, this is Akromah. We're looking at Guin Mungo. He's playing as Udyr versus Fiddlesticks. Off the bat, that matchup looks really good in Udyr's favor. As always, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. I just like checked it. I was AFK for a little bit, um, and I usually mute my mic when I'm AFK. Didn't notice. But anyways, so the game plan for you should be counter jungle like a crazy lunatic. Um, Udyr's just so damn strong compared to, and it has the perfect kit to take on Fiddlesticks' kit. He's a stun to shut down his heal on a very short cooldown, um, and just will beat the hell out of him. Fiddlesticks really can't escape from him because most Fiddlesticks, especially in the jungle, aren't going to level their fear that much. So I would look to take the fight to his jungle. Lane-wise, looks like it's Elise versus what's weird. It's like an AD Jace. Elise versus Kha'Zix, and that's a pretty easy lane to gank, in my opinion, especially if you have Flash, but you actually have Ghost, but it could still work if Kha'Zix is pushing a lot, and a lot of Kha'Zixes do push too much, especially after 6. So let's speed it up. There's not really a lot to look at right now. I also like the idea of invading Fiddlesticks right now, instead of actually doing your own red. Doing your own red's not bad. It's a safer decision. Um, but you'll just own Fiddlesticks so easily, especially if you go straight to... You could probably just run straight to his red, actually. This is a pretty ballsy fight by Smitty. And Flash is pretty unnecessary, too. He's so dead. If you're Kale, just don't... Oh, real fast, though. If you're Kale, don't try and... Don't try and out-melee someone level 1. Also, you should probably start... Unless you're Righteous... If you have Righteous Fury, you could probably get away with it. But if he has his Q doesn't really contribute as much as Righteous Fury does. But real fast, as you see, it's about the 3-minute mark right now, and this is a terrible time to be hanging around middle, low health. And you see Cassidy doesn't actually have any wards, so there's no chance in hell he sees you right now. But this is just being said for any middle laner, or even potentially top laners. Um, like, at the 3-minute mark, the jungler just got a second core buff, and is level 3, so he's looking for ganks right now. So if there's any reason to gank whatsoever, he will show up, and looks like you're going to do just that, and ghost in and get an easy kill here. And you got his flash, so definitely looking to gank Caston again before he gets 6. He's a sitting duck. I would be telling your middle, I'd be telling us Kale, Smitty, not to push at all right now, because he's gonna, if Cass starts pushing out, he's just gonna be a sitting duck, as I said. Very easy kill. You're going bottom right now, and I forgot to mention, Nunu also doesn't have flash, so he's a pretty easy mark, so if you see him being aggressive, then looking to gank him is good. There should go for his red, which is cool. I actually didn't even notice that, the Fiddlesticks didn't, do his red. Most enemy junglers would be down the red at this point. And you're low, but Fiddlesticks, even if he sees you there, you could probably, honestly, you could probably even take him. Like, if it were just an isolated, in a vacuum, one-on-one, I think you'd be fine to kill him. But that's such a bad flash by Fiddlesticks. He's got no way of killing you here. But and obviously you're not gonna one-on-one him just because you're in the middle of their jungle, low health. But like I said, in a vacuum, you could definitely kill him. Something to be said about going and do a camp after you just barely, well, not even really barely escape, but like say you're not Udyr, say the matchup like isn't necessarily hugely in your favor like it is here, and doing a camp after you escape. If like smart junglers will check that camp, especially if they have like some way of following up and killing you and dishing out the damage to execute you, because you just got away with enough health to clear a camp, but you don't really want to back off this early in the game when you probably don't have enough gold to even buy a lot of stuff. Actually, you do, but it's just kind of a ballsy-ish. It can be a ballsy-ish play, and I've definitely killed my share of junglers in the day that try to do a camp right after they barely escape. It's just not smart. There aren't really any ganks for you right now, so you just gotta keep farming. What I probably would have done is just recalled right now. You have about 1100 to spend, almost 1200. And this camp isn't gonna be up for like another 5-10 seconds anyway. So if you just like recall right after you finish that camp up there, you'll be back in time for this camp, and you'll be that much stronger. You know that this lane is pushing down here, so you could also potentially show up. I don't expect Nunu to stay here for after this wave, though, and that's the only problem. So I probably wouldn't actually go down there. Other than that, there really aren't other waves to, or any other possible options for you right now. And I say this all the time, like, a lot of people are so quick to blame the jungler, but a lot of the time, like, like the jungler's, like, path is sort of dictated by the lane actions and then his camp respawn timer. So like, sometimes like so far you've moved pretty much the exact places that I would have moved this game. Just because it's the way it's like the lanes are dictating that you can't ganks, and it's just you're just getting like, pulled around the map by your respawn timers. Definitely recalling after this camp, if I didn't already, just because you have so much gold to spend. We'll speed it up a little bit. Smitty's starting to harass this Kale a little bit, and the Kale's also pushing, so you could also be looking for a gank right now. Plus, you know that Cassidon's flash is down, and you know that he's not 6 yet. So, that being said, that's pretty in your favor. The thing is, a very good time to gank is when your lane partner is actually weak, because this guy, especially in lower levels, this Cassidon is all he's thinking about is, I want to kill that Kale. How can I kill that Kale? He's not thinking about, hey, where's Udyr? Where's Udyr, and how's that going to affect me killing Kale? That would be like the next level of thought, which he's probably not thinking right now, especially since he just went Sapphire Crystal first versus Kale. So, that being said, this can be the best time to gank. When your teammate's low, it can also be the worst time to gank, because sometimes you bait your teammate or something like that. Because I know like a lot of people expect when a gank comes, they expect the person they're trying to gank to just immediately run away no matter what the situation. I mean, I use that to my advantage a lot of times when people underestimate my output, my strength, and sometimes I stand my ground and try to kill someone real fast, especially with Tryndamere. One of my favorite things to do. So yeah, I like this gank a lot. Should be dead as hell. Like, just looking at it right now, no way in hell he's escaping. His flash is still down, I believe, and he's not 6. Should be a very easy kill. A little bit of a mechanical issue there. Definitely would be looking to stun first. I mean, because you don't know what kind of situations. At this point, you don't really know what kind of situations you could be getting in. The Fiddlesticks is really too weak to kill you, but I think if you land that stun earlier, it's just going to be a safer all-around play. Because what if the jungler's in this bush and, like, throws a crow here and it bounces 5 times and almost kills your, your kill? It could happen. I know it's a stretch in that situation, but I'm just saying that's why you have to try and stun first. And you may have tried to stun. You may have think that it was about to stun, and then the brush fucked it up a little bit. I'm just going to shove this wave in and then commence farming a little bit. You see that your blue just came up, and I'd wait to give to Kale usually, especially since the Kale's a friend of yours. Sometimes if the person's not ready and they don't really need blue at all, I would just be like, fuck it, and just take it. Just to get the time rolling again, just get the experience and remain efficient. This top's pushing a lot. You could be looking to gank that, especially if it looks like he has no intentions of going back soon. And he might be looking to go back up there. Nah, he still wants. He's still hanging around. I don't really like coming down here. Is that really a way for you guys to? I mean, your ghost is down. The only thing that you could probably really be thinking about is the fact that Fiddle, you know, he's at blue. You don't really know it per se, but it's very, very likely he's at blue. I'll reveal it in a second. But he just left middle, and it's, 8 minutes, so he's had like the past 40, 50 seconds to think about getting blue. And Fiddle's super blue dependent, so he's always like blue, 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 blue. There he is. So in that sense, you can come down here to dive, but if I'm diving down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through their jungle first, get a better angle, and less likely to walk over wards, so they have less time to prepare for it. But there's a chance, I think this is actually a pink right here, isn't it? No, it's actually not a pink anymore. But there's a chance that you might be walking over a ward and wasting your time, but there's no way you're just going to get to him without a gap closer, without one of your summoners, um, without like a flash or a ghost. So for that, I don't really like to dive. You kind of have to just abort mission here and go jungle more. And small stuff like that, you just kind of lose out on time a little bit. I'm gonna get my chat rolling again. Yeah, Victoria, I agree with you. Like the matchup is very in Udyr's favor to the point where a quarter health Udyr could kill a full health Fiddlesticks, no doubt. Um, if Fiddlesticks doesn't burst him down, like that Fiddlesticks is gonna die. But at this point, it's a little bit different. But the biggest thing is I wouldn't be looking to fight in the jungle because if you fight in that jungle, Fiddlesticks isn't fighting to kill you anymore. He's fighting to survive until his team gets there. Um, so for that reason, I would just and your death is pretty much ensured if you fight in the jungle and their team has like confidence, like just the slightest bit of confidence. I probably would have gone top to fill in instead of doing red right here, especially if you don't have a really aggressive counter jungler. Your red's fairly safe, and you lost a full wave, which is actually a very big amount to turret. Plus, you see this Kha'Zix is super greedy, um, and he has like no items. Okay, so right now you have this sort of like Mexican standoff situation in the middle. Again, this is the same kind of situation as I was talking about before, where like both these guys are thinking, how the hell can I kill the other one? Not to mention the Fiddlesticks should be thinking the same thing, and he should be in the area right now. Um, so definitely looking to get down here as fast as possible, because as long as you're down here, you're gonna at least neutralize the situation no matter what. And I don't really like forcing the gank up there anymore. And there goes the kill. You probably wouldn't have got down there in time, to be fair, but you know, if Smitty baits it out a little bit longer, or if you guys just I don't know. Sometimes you get there to sweep up. The other thing is, especially if you're a ghost up, and Cassidy is just chilling around this tower, you know how times you can get him recalling right there. Some people are just very careless about where they recall. I am myself a lot of times. I'm actually more aware about, you know, junglers coming behind towers when you're real low. And I usually just actually recall in just really random spots. Like I said, I'm usually really careful about recalling under a tower. It's just like sometimes I just recall at a really random spot on the map. Definitely shoving this in real fast because you know Caston's gone. Especially the cannon creeps, like 50 gold right there. Uh, I was about to say the way they're playing right now, it seems like Fiddlesticks is about to show up. I didn't see a lot. Let's look back at the play. Just, maybe there's something to see. Um, hopefully we went back. Like it looks like we went back enough. I haven't been paying attention to the lane at all, but a lot of times if you know how aggressive the lane is, you can see a definite shift in the way that it's played. Also, that you guys have no vision down there. That's very, 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 very. Actually, I don't think I would expect this. Very, very risky, especially with the Fiddlesticks on the map. The way that the Jace is pushing right now, well, the way that Jace moved up actually tells me that Fiddlesticks might be there, or that he's an idiot. The way he's just soaking up all this damage. The way that he was actually just pushing just now and wave clearing makes me think the opposite. But the fact that he's standing and fighting right now is a definite sign that someone's there. And you probably don't have enough time to react to this at all. In this case right here, look, two guys just waiting to pounce. But if there's a guy ever just fighting this one-on-two situation against champions that are two level higher than him apiece, then you know something's up. You know, it's not like he's just like Fiddlesticks going forever to ult. That'd be crazy if you got out. Oh my god. Oh my god. And nice, you're getting down there in time to sweep up, but I don't think there will be anything that you can actually do. Yeah, yes there is. You can go for that Fiddlesticks, so you took that extra tower hit. Nice. You can keep going strong here. Look at, real fast, before you run there, look at their health, look at their mana. Their mana is the biggest thing. Jace can't really contribute that much offensively to this. Nunu, you're probably not going to get them just because Nunu's going to snowball the shit out of you. And the other thing is, you know where the other two guys are on the map right now. So you know there are no variables that you can't actually see on your screen right now. So for that reason, I'd probably pursue it a little bit now, or before. Oh, you had Ghost up too, I didn't notice. Especially if you ghosted right off the bat and got on someone. Nunu had enough of a distance to actually just snowball you and get away there. But I think if you maybe did that right off the bat, you might have been able to get two. It definitely would have been worth a shot. Now I would ask I mean you could dragon. It depends on the middle. Nah, I mean it's a little risky actually. Middle's in perfect standing to actually stop your dragon. So I probably wouldn't dragon right now. If you had a Sona that was high enough to actually throw out some support action there, might be a pretty easy dragon spot. Excuse me. With you having such a big edge on Fiddlesticks right now, you have a 3 level advantage, and you're playing perfectly so far, I'd like to say. I'd really like you to go and invade this next blue buff, just because the Fiddlesticks has no way of forcing you out of there. Cassidon can't hurt you that much either. We have another sort of that little Mexican standoff going on in the middle right now, where both are trying to figure out how to kill each other. Thing is, Kale's super pushed. Um, so potential counterback gank opportunity here. I like that you're taking advantage of the pink ward, but I just don't think the gank's there right now. Oh yeah, just chase that down. Until you see Cassidon coming at you, you have no reason to run. The fear is annoying though. I like that you're warding down here. I probably would have gotten boots of speed before you actually finished your whole wriggles. You don't need the whole wriggles yet. In fact, I don't even get wriggles on Udyr. I just do ancient. I usually do ancient golem. Okay, so right now I'm pretty sure you know Fiddle's ult's probably still down. You could maybe work out a dive here. I would be probably expecting Fiddle to show up here for a gank in a second, so for that reason I wouldn't dive, especially since Caston is super hard to dive. But if it were a different champion, definitely looking to dive here. Um, given the matchup, I would be looking to counter gank here. Maybe go to Wolves and just be in the vicinity just in case Fiddlesticks decides to show up. And you'll probably be able to see it in the way they play. Let's reveal just to see. Fiddlesticks is still in the area, as you see, trying to prey on that overextended kill. I don't okay, this dive, you want to wait for this creep wave to come in. What you want to do, especially since your wave clear is better than Cassidon's, is you want to just let this creep wave come and just shove it into the tower. That way you can establish your position without taking too much collateral. Because by the time you're in position to actually stun Cassidon here, which you won't be because he's Cassidon, you already have taken probably like 2 or 3 tower hits. 2 at least, probably 3, maybe even 4 tower hits. And those snowball, so they're going to be hitting you pretty hard. So I don't think the dive's here at all right now. And now you can retry it. I'd be thinking Fiddlesticks ult's probably almost up now, and it happens that it is. I mean, I guess it helps that I have the timer. So so not looking to dive so much anymore, just because it could be so devastating if he's just standing right here. Because even though he's just level 6, he still packs the punch with his ultimate. But I think you're not taking it to his jungle enough, especially right now when you have Cassidon so low, and like he really can't contribute much to any sort of counter jungling assistance. So I'd be looking to go after those wraiths. If I had a ward, I'd be putting it right there, and just looking to rape the jungle and find Fiddlesticks in the jungle. Because where else could he? Oh, actually, shit, I'm so out of it. I was about to say where else could he be? Kha'Zix is top, and as I'm gonna say Kha'Zix is top, I see Fiddlesticks is there. Uh, so another point to make of that then, if Fiddlesticks is top, that means this dive's totally okay right now. And if you're not gonna dive him, take out Fiddlesticks' jungle. Let me backspace, see if maybe you knew he was up there before, and you did. So like when you're going up to your jungle here, instead I would go down to their jungle. Uh, you'll see that their bottom is missing. I don't know the exact status of the bottom because I've been worrying about other things. But their bottom lane actually isn't that much of a threat to you, especially with Caston being so weak. The bottom is going to be more occupied with the MF and Sona, pushing their tower usually. So I think that's a small missed opportunity, and it won't be like, like I said, small. It won't be like a huge deal or like super impactful. But I mean, you want to beat down this Fiddlesticks as much as you can early game. Make it really hard. Make them regret picking Fiddlesticks into Udyr. Definitely looking to just clear this camp real fast, just because Udyr clears so efficiently. This is a very unlikely gank most of the time, but with this matchup, Fiddlesticks, it actually turns out, I don't think, yeah, well, with Fiddlesticks could totally just be in one of these bushes waiting to ult. His ult's probably about up, if not up already, and it is up. So I'd be a little bit cautious about that, especially if you're Elise in lane here. Let's see how long you took Ghost. Your Ghost is almost up. Man, that's what I love about Ghost. I don't get it on many champions, but the fact that it's like up all the time is so good. So Smitty just shoved. Blue just came up too. Well, let's see what you make. Definitely gonna need those boots. For a guy that builds move speed Udyr, I'm surprised you don't get your boots earlier. I wouldn't just straight up buy Mercury treads here. I think tier 1 boots will usually suffice, and you can start building just like other core items that will actually help your dueling. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of junglers rush their tier 2 boots too fast. You just don't need them that much, especially since, I mean, you got Merc Treads. Pretty reasonable team to actually get Merc Treads against, just for the sheer magic resist. And I suppose Fiddlesticks Sphere. And then new ult. So yeah, the Merc Treads are pretty okay purchase overall, but I just wouldn't get them this early in the game. I don't think there's really a gank here. I don't like this Ghost. You're just not going to get the Kassadin, like, ever here. If you're coming in at a better angle, you can Ghost. Because if you're going to kill Kassadin, it's going to be in the duration of, like, between 2 Rift Walks. So if you're already, like, if you're already in position on them, behind them, you can use Ghost to negate, like, one of those Rift Walks kind of easily. But if you're just trying to run, like, right at them, you're just not going to be able to get them, even though you got those boots, tier 2 boots. Okay, so Fiddlesticks shows up top, and it's a rough situation because they're actually in a position to push right now. Um, and let's see, I would probably just run right up there. I mean, it really sucks because this is just a very losing situation for you guys. Your other option is destroying his jungle or diving bottom. And you know what? All factors being measured, I actually like diving bottom the best instead of doing your blue right now because Nunu's already super low. You can lock down Nunu's ult pretty easily, and you're getting, you know, tower for a tower collateral, so it's pretty easy gank. Not to mention, I'm not scared of this Jace at all as Udyr under a tower. Just not scared of him at all. So we'll see what happens. Oh, you're going for it. I like it. Oh, went a different way with that one. I think I like the tower dive bottom a lot more. Uh, the dragon's probably the second best option, so that's good. Cause I mean, I just think this kill down here is so damn, like, it just looks like there's nothing Nunu can do to get out unless he just wants to give up a tower. So dragon's good too though. They're both pretty good options. I just think if you dove bottom, you could probably get turret and then maybe even dragon. But I'm a greedy fuck, so I could be wrong. Maybe you can do dragon and then in turret. Who knows? The biggest problem is Fiddlesticks. I've been fast forwarding a lot, so I know exactly where he's gonna be. But with these guys pushing bottom, um, Fiddlesticks could potentially be in the area. And also, I wouldn't have been paying attention to whether or not he uses ult top. So even though he doesn't have his ult right now, I'd be assuming that he has his ult. Ugh. If Smitty's not taking the blue, just take it. Like, I know he's your friend and shit, but like, just standing around and shit, this is just like a huge waste of time. Probably looking to come down and because right now, if these two are looking to stay in lane, then I'd like the idea of coming down because Jace and Nunu are getting a little bit more aggressive on them. um, if you guys are on the same page, like if you just say this is fives and you're on Skype with these guys, it's probably best that they just leave and come back. Um, who knows though? Probably should go soak up this farm middle until Cal gets back. Ooh, and here it is. So your options open up here. They're allocating 4 of their troops bottom. Um, MF has her ult up, and I think she has enough mana for it. I don't know how much it costs. She does have enough mana for it. So I'm not actually that worried about the dive here. I would just shove middle. Just be like, fuck you guys. You're going to put 4 bottom, then I'm going to take your turret. The biggest thing is you have to make sure Fiddlesticks doesn't come from around back. Because again, even though his ult's not up right now, I'm assuming that it is just because I didn't see him use it. Unless like I have info from the team. So good ward, very good ward by Sona. Very, very effective ward here. And check it out. Just in time. And your movement's very good. Since you opted not to shove, and you're not really in a position to shove anymore. Is Kazakh's here? Who the hell? Oh, okay. That was confusing. So I didn't even see cast in his middle just now, but this is going to be just the perfect sweep up here. If you're MF, don't tip off Fiddlesticks that you know he's there. It looks like it'll work, but it's just unnecessary. gotta be a little bit cautious because of the Kazakhs. See, like, not that Fiddlesticks was that close to getting out there, but you may, but by MF like tipping off Fiddlesticks early, kind of, you know, gives him a chance at escaping. It made the chase longer than it had to be. Although there's a chance actually he might have just flashed over the wall if you guys both came at the same time. So maybe it actually worked in this situation. But generally speaking, I don't like tipping people off. But he's staying around too long. Like, I mean, that's a really obvious gank by Kha'Zix. I mean, all right now Kha'Zix is making a huge mistake by leaving bottom lane while he's getting pushed. And it's very easy. It's very easy to play against that by just hugging your turret. Especially since he's been dicking around middle with no health for so long. He's just vulnerable. Um, but he saw Kha'Zix trying to dive bottom. Kha'Zix went MIA and shows up middle. Like it's just really obvious if he's paying attention to the minimap. And now Elise is not going to be able to inflict the as much collateral as she would be able to if like he just stayed under the turret. In a sense that like there's less gain. I don't know. You still get the turret, but there were a lot of damage on the turret. But I mean, Kha'Zix managed to make a somewhat effective roam by getting a kill. Again, though, if you're Kha'Zix, you shouldn't be roaming right now. It's just something you don't see that often because, I mean, look at how much, like, the opportunity cost of leaving lane right now and farming is he probably lost 2 waves of creeps. He lost most of this tower. And he lost lane dominance over, Elise just to maybe get a kill on a person that's 0-3 right now. So, don't like that roam. And it's still probably net positive for red team, honestly. Just because people really overvalue kills. They're just not that important. Farming and just objectives are way more important than kills. Speed it up a little bit and see what's going on. Before you got this Giant's belt, you have to look at the fact that your kit actually doesn't make you that strong. Your items, excuse me, weren't making you that much of a force. I mean, you just had a Wriggles, which is an okay all-around item, and you had, Merc Treads. None of those are, like, like, items that are really going to be, like, super core to, like, making you, like, unstoppable force Udyr. So, just kind of saying that I don't really like that much. So this Kha'Zix is super cocky. If your Ghost's up, he'll probably be somewhat easy to gank, too, and it is up, and he's pushing again. He'll probably not be here for this wave, though. We'll see. I don't know why Elise is just like... If you're Elise, there's no reason to come around from this angle because, like, I don't know, she's just missing farm, and like, the best thing she get is baiting Kha'Zix, which actually might be okay. But, I mean, I'd rather just take the farm and then, I don't know. So there's no chance on one-on-one-ing with Kha'Zix there. As soon as I see this... Oh, interesting. Pretty bad gank. I don't expect this to work. Just because KL, I mean, is just going to ult through that damage. Like, she didn't even have to. Oh, she got to be careful now, because she's going to get silenced. Oh, nice. Good timing. Very good bait. Now, Smitty's got to punish her. Good plays. And he came down for the counter gank in time. Just got to protect Smitty right now. Caston's up here, probably looking to come kill Smitty, especially if his Ignite's up. I don't believe his Ignite is up. But he really doesn't have the power to take out Smitty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right around Smitty until he's in a safe spot. Ah, nice. And he baited it. Ah, he flashed it. Okay, so well played by Caston. I actually didn't think he'd be able to get that off. He had a burst 500 damage, but I didn't expect the flash. The flash auto attack from Cassidy. Seldom seen. So let's look at our lane options real fast, because this is what you want to be doing all the time when you're jungling. You just killed Fiddlesticks, so there's no potential Fiddlesticks threat. You see bot owning down here. So the map is pretty much yours right now, and Cassidy has no power to stop you from whatever you're doing. So you have a lot of options here. You can dive top, because Elise is pushing, and she has this Kha'Zix on the defense. That'd be kind of a tough dive without your Ghost up, so that might not be the best option. What I would do is just punish this jungle down here. Punish Fiddlesticks for dying, and punish Fiddlesticks for like being Fiddlesticks in a crappy matchup. Just because you have like complete map control right now. Like anywhere you go on the map in the past 30 seconds has been completely safe for you. Like you could just be dicking around right here outside their base, just dancing, and you'd be okay. Yeah, what? Okay, so real fast, let's back it up real fast, because you came around from a highly warded spot, whereas, back it up, back it up. If you came around right now, right through here, it'd be much better. And the biggest thing about this dive is I'm not diving to kill him. I don't expect to kill him, like, ever. I'm diving because this tower is really low, and it looks like it's an easy target. Um, but by going around this way and coming over, you're walking over highly awarded spots. We'll see if he has wards. He probably doesn't because he's a cocky douchebag, and he doesn't. And even though it sounds like I'm kidding about these kind of things, like he's a cocky douchebag, like I actually think about that kind of shit when I'm jungling. Like, how's this Kha'Zix play? Does he play like a nut job? Does he play safe? He just plays like a nut job. So I mean, he's probably not gonna have wards. Um, but the other big thing about going around this way and coming out the top is it actually takes longer, and your map control dwindles with every second that goes by. Because by the time you get up there, you're actually not going to have as much time to pull off the gank. So I'm going to fast forward back to where we were, and we'll see how it goes. One big thing is when you're looking to gank, if I'm Elise, I'm not really looking to use my stun, put my stun on cooldown when Udyr's not in follow-up position. So make sure your jungler is in follow-up position, unless she's looking to just meg him right here by herself, which I don't think she is. Um, so yeah, like every second that went by, essentially, not only did your map control dwindle, it makes it so you have less time to pull this play off. Good counter jungle too. This is nice. Very nice. Okay, so your middle's looking to make plays middle. One of the most annoying things, and you see this every once in a while in ranked, is when people just like enemy teams just for whatever reason get organized methodically to take down towers together as a unit. Caston has no way of really defending you guys taking a tower as 4, and neither does really Fiddlesticks except for his ult. So if you can control the Fiddlesticks, you're gonna be able to easily take towers. Um, so yeah, if you can shift over here, you're really gonna make some game-breaking plays by being middle here. Or top, but mid and top are both good options right now because top's pretty diveable. Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna get mid. The other thing is, ooh, actually I forgot this tower's down. And it's interesting because I like that that you know you can just come right at him here, because even though your creep wave isn't the biggest right now, you're not like he's interpreting it as you're threatening him, but really you're here to threaten the tower. So if you can just get in there and smack it up a little bit, that's good. Um, but yeah, and if he wants to stick around like an idiot, you're gonna dive him. That was a weird. I would definitely get in here and be beating down the turret. Definitely gotta finish that turret off for your friend. Your goal there isn't to kill, like, just weigh the individual options here. Killing the Kha'Zix is gonna get you like, let's see, probably like 300 gold, I think. Killing this turret gonna get you 1,000 gold for your team. Not to mention the fact that you'll just kill the turret afterwards after you kill the Kha'Zix. Or excuse me. Not to mention you'll be able to push the wave after you get this turret, push Kha'Zix out of lane, and go assist elsewhere on the map, like middle. Because middle you could also be working on right now since... actually, yeah, no, scratch everything I said the past 20 seconds. You just take the fucking tower.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh shit, the wrong team. Let's look at the setup real fast, and let's back it up because we're looking at the wrong team. So you got all sorts of awkward team fights going on right here. You see the Fiddlesticks down there. Kind of got to protect that Elise a little bit, but it's her fault if she... Yeah, it's kind of her fault. I would just shove this turret. You don't actually have that much more time to. Let me double check. Yeah, you don't have that much time to. Actually, so you're not going to be really able to shove just because the way, like, that fight went for you guys. So probably just piecing out actually is the best option. You could also go counter jungle because you see that they're all up here. And you're deers, and they're never gonna catch you, especially with your ghost up in like what 30 seconds or something like that. So I mean, you have that opportunity too. Just go straight down, start beating it up a little bit. Really odd engage by them, considering they've been losing this entire like I don't know. Pressuring mid's pretty acceptable here. Um, so this looks like Fiddlesticks is playing the ult right now. And that being said, I think the Kha'Zix is low, right? Yeah, he's low. It could be risky, but if you can stop that Fiddlesticks before he ults, you're just gonna rape him. Most teams are just gonna pull back and say fuck it, because you're not really in position to actually stun him, and he's probably charged up his ult right now, actually. Yeah, so uh, right now you're in like one of those oh shit decision making spots. And I can't tell you how many times I've been there. This Fiddlestick's kind of weak. He still has a level 1 ultimate. As long as everyone's on the same page and they just blow him up real fast, especially if Kale's ult's up, which is probably not. Let's see, Kale's ult is up. So if you guys are all on the same page, you can just beat the shit out of him real fast. Which is what I figure you guys might do here. We'll slow it down half speed, just out of curiosity. And yeah, beating the shit out of him. Nice. Ult, Smitty. Ult something, you fucker. Oh, he didn't ult anyone. That's a shame, because I think you played that one right. I think you played that pretty perfectly. And he had mana at the time. I don't know why he didn't ult you. It was probably like it's much easier for me to say this all when it's like, you know, slow down. You see all the elements coming together. But I mean, you guys had vision on him. You realized he's probably trying to ult. I don't know. Still, the net was good on it though. So good job. Eat it up a little bit. Hexdrinker's okay. I don't usually get it on Udyr. It's definitely a good matchup for it, just because they have the Cassidon and the Fiddlesticks, and the Nunu ult's also a bitch. With Jace poke and like Cassidon being a dick, you might want to be a little bit more careful with that smite. I mean, it's not like a huge deal, especially since you had vision, but just reduces the chance of them randomly lobbing something in. You know, Fiddlesticks doesn't have his ult right now, and actually you see him recalling up there really weak, so it's interesting, and I'm surprised none of you guys are going after him right now. Oh man, I'm surprised no one went after him. Definitely pushing this turret. No Fiddlesticks threat. Kha'Zix is almost doomed. You don't really know that yet, but just like a pretty easy turret. They have really shitty wave clear. Good ult by MF. I like it a lot. I just beat up the turret there. Get that smack off on Nunu. In team fights, you're the biggest Nunu cock block that you guys have on the team. So you need to just be looking to ult Nunu as fast as possible. Or not, or what did I say ult? Stun Nunu. As fast, like as soon as he ults. I don't really like chasing here. Ooh! Yeah, I just don't like it. If you were a little bit outside of tower range, it'd be okay. Just take the easy turret, you know? Oddly enough, well, let's look back at it real fast, because Cassidon isn't in a position to defend you guys right now. We'll play it real fast. He's just not in a position to really help out. So if you guys are all alive and just pushing this turret, you're gonna be able to probably get an inhibitor turret as well. It would be a little bit risky, but I mean, you still have the option. You know what I mean? Whereas you guys can't really push this turret now. But recalling is gonna be like the obvious best option now for them. Your build is so weird. It's like you got like a little bit of everything. A little bit of damage, a little bit of MR, a little bit of health. I love when my favorite part about about LoL is especially when I'm playing with like lower elo friends and like say I make a bad play, it's like you get like the peanut gallery coaching lesson afterwards after like why what they did was just superior to what you did. It's just like everyone just seems to think they know everything. It's just kind of funny. Let's see. You guys want to start shifting your wards forward a little bit more, I think. Instead of warding here, this isn't going to be a high action spot for you guys because you've been owning them so hard. So I'd be start shifting up here if you're looking to push. If you're not looking to push, oddly enough, they're pushing into you. The Jace does not hit hard at all. Oh, it's because he went freaking Cutlass. The hell kind of item is that for Jace? Okay, right now you guys are definitely looking to not team fight. For whatever reason, Fiddlesticks is actually showing himself on the map right here. He doesn't seem to put a lot of thought into how he ults. So that's their X factor right now, even though he's like 0 and like 20 or whatever he is, 0 and 5. And you guys can get away with fighting here just because you're so damn strong. But you got to be remembering that your Elise is top, and in this case it will work out. But you just have to know, the strength of your team. And like I said, it's gonna work out here, but doesn't necessarily make it. I mean, in other situations the game might be closer, and I've seen other teams take the same actions. There's a turret here. Yeah, I've seen other teams engage 4v5 when their edge wasn't as great as yours is, and your edge doesn't even look that big, but it's freaking huge. I mean, you have 13k gold on them right now. I mean, even when you only had like 4 kills on them, like you guys are dominating. Right now, you just want to be in this situation. You just want to be peeling for MF and stunning Nunu. Looks like he'll do just that. Oh, and I wouldn't have switched out the turtle, because you want to kind of like you want to just or I wouldn't have switched out of bear. Excuse me. You want to kind of think about why Nunu's moving the way he did. And if we look at it real fast, we'll slow it down a little bit. And this isn't gonna matter because you guys are crushing so hard. But let's watch. So Jace comes in. You're like making the right play, like go stun Jace. Now look what Nunu's doing. He's running right past you. No reason to do that except for he's ulting. So you want to stay in bear form, and as soon as you get the chase kill, just smack him. So yeah, and it won't matter, but it actually does matter a little bit in this case. And like stuff like that is like plays that you could have potentially stopped by just playing it properly. And let's back it up one more time because I just want to see. So as soon as you see him ulting, you gotta give him the old smack there. Shift into bear and give him the smack. It's like what you're supposed to like 2-second cooldown or something like that, right? 3 seconds probably. Oh shit, it's 5.4 seconds. That's gonna be more than I thought. So yeah, but either way, I mean, it's every auto attack. So as long as you're in bear form, it'll stun. But I think the way that you did it, you bear form just as he started. Excuse me, tiger form just as he started to do it. So he's gonna get a full duration cast off easily. And I mean, the game's just getting closer with each like missed opportunity. The longer games go on, the more likely the losing side, the more of a chance the losing side has. Your build is so weird, man. I think you gotta get like another complete item because you don't have like a real good complete core item yet. And I wouldn't be pushing middle. It'll work again because you guys are so damn dominant. But are you guys? No, you got 5. I mean, it's better to just be safe and push outer turrets and stuff. It's just a lot harder to push two inhibitor or two Nexus turrets. I mean, your creep wave's already pushing too. Like, what do you guys do if they just stand under these turrets here and just, poke the shit out of you? You guys don't really have the best. Yeah, I just have like MF. They have Jace and Fiddlesticks and Kazakhs and even Caston's little melee slow thing, little short range slow, I should say. All good with ways to clear waves. You guys are splitting up now. I don't really like that either. It'll probably work though.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
This game shouldn't go on. Like, this was like a 25-minute victory, but you guys are kind of blowing it out into this 40-minute game. Which means I'm assuming you're going to lose this team fight, actually.
A summoner has
You just
reconnected.
need to push it in and win.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You guys are split again. You see Fiddlesticks is top. So this actually, right here, wouldn't if they were pursuing it, wouldn't be the worst fight in the world. It'd probably be pretty good, actually. Smitty, on the other hand, is gonna get ripped. Especially since this, for me, when I'm on the defense, this is a spot I like to ward right now a lot. It looks like they actually don't have it warded, but they haven't been warding like for shit. Like, look at their jungle; they have no vision whatsoever. Um, but just something to think about. Don't be waiting in the same spot for too long. With minimal vision, you need vision to be waiting in a spot like this.
Blue team's inhibitor
Speed it
has
up.
been
Now I'm
destroyed.
be pushing middle, because that inhibitor is coming back. If you want to be super safe, you can even get Baron before or after pushing middle. Looks like you DC'd for a little bit or something, AFK'd. You got your Maw. Yeah, I don't know. Hex Shrinker's usually sufficient. Maw is actually, if you ask me, it's not that good of an item. It's a good, like, icing on the cake type of item, but I don't know. I kind of would have liked if you get, like, Zephyr or even, like, Randuin's would be okay, even though they have too much magic damage. I mean, after you kill, like, one of their key team components, like Fiddlesticks, you should just push it in. Mid's just free. You don't even have to wait for your creeps here. Just walk on up, kill it. No, I'd be looking to force a fight here if they're looking to fight. Just because, actually, fuck, your team is just doing really stupid shit. Now I'm definitely not looking to actually force a fight. I didn't see at least all the way in base and that your MF's over here. You guys are actually doing a really shitty job of staying as a team. I'm kind of just giving them chances to get back in this. And extending this game to an unnecessary length. Especially when MF needs so much peel and she's just, isolating herself versus like a team like Kagama or Kha'Zix and Kassadin. Worst possible spot. You guys are gonna get raped here. Good old by Smitty. I think you can just like, I think you can actually just stay and fight there. You're just running away from your team right now. And Kassadin is vulnerable when he comes into your range. Let's look at his health. He only has 608 health. And you're gonna tear through that pretty fast, especially with your Maul. You're looking to fight when you get low health when you have your Maul. Especially if you're a champion like Udyr. It's like made for champions like Udyr, I'd say. That can sustain themselves while they're at low life. So now you're actually gonna get killed by running away from your team here, and not really taking advantage. I mean, now I'd look. He's got no mana. I would just only just fight him.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
You're underestimating how good Udyr is by a long shot. Fast forward it. So I mean, we're at the same place we were like 8 minutes ago, with you guys having a mid inhibitor, and plus a couple more towers. Also, not to mention that your Hex Drinker is mega bait. Your Maul now is like huge bait for fighting with low health. AP carriers will be like, just kill that motherfucker, and then oh my god,
Killing spree.
that Fiddlesticks always out of position. Look at his items. Ugh. Just push something. You can push anywhere and win right now. Just you can even face tank it. If they're looking to fight you there and you have a tower on you, just fight. It's 5v3 late game and you're tank deer. Wall of Udyr. Let's just look back at it one more time. Fuck, I fucked it up. Whatever. I don't even really care. It's not that important. I mean, look, the tower's just beating on you right now. It still didn't even get you to half. All you have to do is alternate between Phoenix and Turtle.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
I mean, you can still be fighting right now. I don't know why Elise is over here. Like, people do like that kind of stuff's so annoying. The only reason that I'm not looking to really tank
Turret has been destroyed.
Fiddlesticks' ult there is because you don't have follow up. Like, it won't kill you. I think instead of running away right now, you can just run into their base. And it really, like I said, it really doesn't matter, but...
Shut down.
All you guys had to do is, like, stay together. It's so weird to see this kind of game go on so long.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has
Finally,
been
here we go.
destroyed.
So, let's go over the game real fast. I think the biggest things that you could have improved on were you were a little bit too scared of the Fiddlesticks, and you underestimated Udyr a lot of the time, especially in the last those last fights where Kassadin was like, using his ult to land right on top of you. That's just like a go sign for blowing Kassadin the hell
Shut
up.
down.
Overall, I think he played really well. You should have counter jungled Fiddlesticks a little bit more. You were playing a little bit scared of Fiddlesticks for some reason. But you're the perfect kid. You're probably the biggest counter in the jungle to Fiddlesticks. Other than that, you played pretty well. There were a couple ganks that we went for that I wouldn't have gone for. Um, and your item choices, I think need work, especially just getting the wriggles off the bat. Definitely want to get boots on your first buyback, or go back like 750 gold, get boots and a wriggles or boots and a spirit stone on pretty much any jungle. But yeah, like I said, your actual play was pretty good, so it's a good job. You make me proud, Udyr, player. Thanks for sending me the replay. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and fire them. Uh, Thanks.